So I had no idea what to expect in my first area, but I got there and I was living in a house with me and my companion and then another companionship of sisters, and it was a really cute little house. I think they still have it. And it has like a big huge fence with like spikes on the walls or on the walls of this fence, and it was a great area, really, really small. It was my smallest area. It just covered about 3 barangays, which are neighborhoods, and then the other sisters had the other half of the ward that was about 2 barangays. So it was really tiny, but there's really, really great people in the Lingayen second ward. The nice thing about that area is that it's really close to the church. The church was just right next to the area. So any members that wanted to come to church didn't really have an excuse because they really could just walk to the church building that was right there. In that area, it's nice because there's 2 other wards. So there's Lingayen First Ward, Second Ward, and Third Ward. And our zone leaders and another companionship of elders lived right around the corner from us. So if we ever needed anything like a blessing or supplies, we could just call them, and they were always right there around the corner. And sometimes we would see them while proselyting. We would just like pass on opposite sides of the street because our areas were right next to each other. The other good thing about that area is it's right on the beach. So one of the barangays that was in my area was called a playa, and you could go and like you could see the beach, and at one point we had to like walk on the edge of the beach, not the water side but the other side, to get to an appointment. So that was kind of cool just to see the ocean and stuff. So Lingayen is the capital of Pangasinan, so the Capitol building is there. So there's a really, really pretty park that's right across the street from the church. It's like a big huge open grassy field, so sometimes we would have P-Day zone activities there. For work, people do a lot of fishing because it is right on the ocean, so there's always a lot of people selling fish, drying fish and selling it. A lot of people are sellers. What's that word? They like sell things in the markets. Vendors, yeah. They sell things in the markets because it is close to a bigger city, and there's a lot of people that come to visit because it's the capital of Pangasinan. There's also a lot of people that are very poor, and we had quite a few investigators that their main source of income was scrubbing bottle caps with toothbrushes and then selling the bottle caps back to the bottle company, and then they would reuse them. So sometimes if we had an extra minute, or if we were just passing by and wanted to talk to someone, we would just kneel down and help them scrub their bottle caps while we would talk to them and try to introduce them to the gospel. It was honestly a blur at first because I didn't understand Tagalog, and so I was just following my companion around, and whatever she said we would do, and wherever she went I just followed her. And so for the first transfer, I would say I was just kind of following her, and then as I became more comfortable with missionary work in general in Tagalog, I was able to kind of step up and start taking the lead on some more assignments. And then she left me after 2 transfers, and then I got a follow-up trainer, and I had to lead the area during that transfer, and it was a big challenge, but it helped me to step up and learn how to lead the area and really like take charge of the lessons and everything. So it was a huge growing area for me, for sure.